It's me. What you expect? You want topics? Bet. We got some coming up for y'all. Yeah, sure. Welcome back to another episode of the We Here Now podcast. I'm your host, as I've been your host, brought to you by or with, however you want to phrase it. But another episode of the We Here Now podcast. Podcast where we like to talk about relationship goals, maybe a little bit of advice, and everything in between. But I'm not going to hold y'all up. Let's get right into it. Now, the first story that we got, this is a goodie. Let me know what y'all think. Now, it says, 69-year-old Raiders owner Mark Davis says his 25-year-old girlfriend did not know he was a billionaire. She was attracted to his smile. Look, I'm not no hater, okay? I'm really not no hater. So we're really just going to break this down. We got a 69-year-old with a 25-year-old. Now, he is the owner of the Raiders. You also know the formerly known as the Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. So obviously, you got a little bit of money. If you're an owner in, I don't know, pretty much anything, fast food, I don't care if you roll a bowling alley or whatever the case might be. If you're an owner, you got a little bit of bread. Now, do we really believe that this girl did not know that he was a billionaire? Now, granted, some people are out there truly looking for love. Now, I'm not going to say just because you're truly looking for love doesn't mean that you might be incentivized to date somebody with a little bit of money, right? But come on. We're not talking about a dude who making 6 figures a year. He make $1 billion. You gonna know a billionaire regardless if you actually personally know him or you just know of him, but you know a billionaire for sure. Now, looking at the girl, not really my cup of tea, my speed, but to each his own. Not saying she's not an attractive girl, but if I was a billionaire, I'm not going to get this type of 25-year-old. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about me. We're talking about them. I think this is an issue. Well, maybe it's not an issue because it's something that people with a lot of money only seem to be going through. When you got money, people want to be around you, want to sleep with you. Okay? Now, the problem is you got to be realistic with yourself. Okay? You got the money. Cool. But don't act like the money is not a thing that's going to enhance women to want to be with you, right? Now, like I said, I'm not no hater. Just looking at the dude, he's probably slept with a couple women before, he had all this money. But to have your blinders on and to think that a girl did not know you was a billionaire, you just lying to yourself. You got to be honest with yourself, okay? Because why? You can find love in strange places, right? I mean, honestly, strange places. Like, you can fall in love at the strip club. You can fall in love with the crack ass out of McDonald's around the street. You can fall in love anywhere, right? But it's very hard for me to believe that this 69-year-old and 25-year-old just happen to just be out and about and just happen to exchange numbers, right? Maybe. No, I can't even put a situation like that because anytime you see a younger woman with the older gentleman, we're all thinking the same thing, right? Sugar daddy. Exactly. But the problem with this is he got all this money and he thinking that this girl truly likes him for him, okay? Now, you get money, got a lot more options in your life, right? But don't ever get it misconstrued. My boy, you got money. Maybe she will learn to fall in love with you, but it's not going to be strictly you. She's going to fall in love with the things that you can do for her. Now, as long as you know that, I don't see this being a problem, right? You got your money, you got your options, but don't for a second think that this girl actually truly loves you. She's honestly, genuinely attracted to you. Because like I said, I'm looking at the girl like she a young girl, you know what I mean? But with this dude, like I said, I'm not no hater. It could honestly be a genuine relationship and that they actually are in love, but only time we'll be able to tell if this is real or not. I go back to the point about, people making a lot of money and, having more options than the average person, right? Might experience some things that you never experienced until you got some money. But it happens. Men get money and you got to pick up litter, right? Why? Because women, I'm not saying all women just want to do with money, but most women want to feel financially secure, okay? But with that being said, I don't know. Time is going to have to tell us if this is real or not real. My guess is going to be it's probably not real. But back to the money point that I was trying to make. You got options, yada yada, boom boom, shigga shagga, boom. When you are a person of power and you got money, you got these options. If you don't believe me, ask and look around what's going on with the Diddy situation. Now, I'm not going to personally speak on that too much because I already gave Diddy the smoke a couple months back ago when all this stuff first happened. Now, it might have been a little premature because nothing was, anything was picking up speed. But here we are now, and he's now getting locked up. A lot of money, a lot of accusations about, these parties that Diddy was having. Look what it got. Okay. I would advise you, Mr. Mark Davis, with all that money, that you do not lose your morals and do not forget the person you were before you had that billion. Think about how the women you treated before you got all that money. I'm not saying you got to treat them exactly like that, but to an extent, there should still be a little bit of that left in you. If you don't want to be in a situation like Diddy, it's free game. I'm not going. I know you're a billionaire. I really could charge you off the top. Just send me a little invoice, and no, you'll do it. But that's not the point. I'm trying to give you free game. I don't want anything out of the situation. I'm just trying to look out for you in case nobody told you. Because you talking about she was attracted to your smile. Look, Mark, I hate to break it to you, but women is not going to fall in love with you with just strictly one thing. I'm not lying. I'm hand on my heart. This the honest truth. She not just going to fall in love with one thing, right? Now, if you think that's because you got this girl because she's attracted to your smile, let me tell you something. You're 69, so you're not used to how this new dating scene is now in the hookup culture in 2024, my boy. But if you are convinced that she did not know you were a billionaire, I'm gonna tell you like this: you show me a girl, right? Show me a girl who is not enticed by a man's money, and I will show you a female who ain't never been around an opportunity like that to be around that type of money. We just gotta keep it a bean. We got to. Maybe she just she hasn't had the opportunity yet to be in this situation, but now she is. So all I'm gonna tell you: be mindful. Don't get your heart broken. Fall head over heels in love with this girl, and then it doesn't work out. Like I said, I'm not a hater, but it seems a little odd, right? Like I said, I personally don't know any billionaires, right? I know some people around me who's really getting money. To sit here and act like I don't know they got a little bit of fettuccine is unrealistic, right? Mark, you got $1 billion. I ain't know what to tell you. Obviously, yeah, I'm thinking you might have just been too rich for too long to forget how these things kind of break down and how they actually work, But Mark, I'm be honest with you, you seem like a good dude. I wouldn't say attractive smile, but I guess you got a welcoming smile. You seem like a cool dude. Why don't you get you a little 40-year-old? Why you gotta go 25? At least 40-year-old, it's been enough time that she's been able to try out some certain things, got a chance to come across some men with some money. Now she realized, okay, I had this or I didn't have this, and I ain't like it like this. I had a lot, I ain't like it like that either. I like some perks, but I ain't like it all like that. That's where you come down, meet in the middle. It's not all about money, but she wants you to be doing something for yourself that's going to be productive, and that's really it. But other than that, Mark, we hope everything goes well. Got a decent little John, I guess, you know what I mean. But don't, even though you are a billionaire, you are 69 years old. Easy chasing these young women, man. Like, if she, like, I'm telling you, you got different options when you got money like that. So a woman like that, she might just be, like, it might be she's 25, might be a 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 4. Can you go 3 rounds in a week, Mark? Because I'll be honest with you, If you can't, this ain't gonna work. If you really fall in love with this girl, it ain't gonna work. Play it cool. Keep it P, Mark. That's all I'm gonna say. Man, look at this dude. Do he not keep it P? Come on now, y'all ain't gonna tell me he don't keep it P. But that's all I'm gonna touch on as far as that topic goes about this gold. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. But what I am gonna say is, you know how we do this. Next topic, we're gonna go to a little commercial break, and I'll see y'all on the other side. And we back. Honestly, that last topic I just talked about, obviously there's a lot of phoniness going on out here in these relationships. So I advise you, if you got a good woman who truly loves you and cares about you through all your flaws, you keep her. It's spooky out here. What we see may not always be how it appears. I'm going to explain. Y'all know who Rubi Rose is, right? Y'all know Druski? Okay, yeah, we talked about this on the podcast for sure. Well, it's just come out that Rubi Rose reveals she never slept with Druski. Druski. N-word paid for the PR, not for the coochie. Wow. Now, I came on this podcast, no Diddy, talking about some funny dudes is winning. Why everybody hating? He a big dude. He can't have a fine girl. You know, funny dudes is winning. You know, you can be decently, semi-ly attractive. If you got a little bit of humor, I feel like it's going to make sense. You know what I mean? But clearly, it was all a ruse. And I was lied to, because I came in here and I defended this man, Druski, talking about, yeah, you know, and now I wake up and I see this, I'm like, dang. But I mean, that's just the world we live in. It's 2024, you know. Well, I forget which Migo said that one thing talking about, so they doing anything for the clout. No, for real, like, and Druski doesn't strike me as a person that would do something like this for the clout, considering how insanely famous Druski is. Granted, Rubi Rose is famous too, but Rubi Rose is pretty much as famous for being attractive. Like Druski, you're actually talented. You're funny. You know, you come up with all these great skits. You know what I mean? You make a lot of business moves. Like, smart. You got a good team around you. You got some stuff going for you, right? That's why it kind of makes me. I don't look, Druski, ain't no beef. I'm not looking at you crazy or anything like that. But I'm just trying to. I'm trying to make sense of it, right? Because you seem like a dude who could actually get it on your own, but here you are. And after, you know, this came out because Rubi Rose, well, that's how we actually found out, because Rubi Rose just couldn't keep her mouth shut. Druski had said something about her back in the day, talking about, or a couple months ago, after they broke up, talking about, yo, like, you know, them bad women, like, they cost, you know? Rubi Rose didn't really say anything, like, she kind of not really addressed, just like post like an emoji or something like that, you know. So we didn't really know what exactly was going on. And then a slew of tweets was put out, and Rubi Rose had tweeted, "I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't care how much money an N-word got. I'm rich as fuck. LOL." He is funny and nice though. That's cold. How you going? No. You think I'll let him? Oh no, he funny. He nice though. Trying to play you, my boy. And for the record, I never slept with that man. N-word, pay for the PR, not the coochie. Now, I think it's corny, the fact that she even exposes, you know what I mean? Because obviously you got something out of it. But obviously I posted the picture of, or I got the picture up here of them kissing. So, like, don't try to make it seem like, oh, like, you was too good to let Druski hit, but you wasn't too good to suck some of that clout off of him. Because let's be honest. Who's more famous, Rubi Rose or Druski? I'll wait. Look, man out there that love a diaper, bro, don't sit here and tell me that Rubi Rose is more famous than Druski. Druski had more to offer to Rubi Rose than Rubi Rose had to offer him. Now, granted, when you're in a relationship, you know, you're a celebrity, it looks good, you know? People see you as, like, wholesome, like, a relatable person, you know what I mean? Come to find out that it's all cap. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about this. But like I said, this is the era we lived in. Like the last topic I talked about, you know, the billionaire being convinced that this girl really liked him for his fake smile. After reading this post, maybe in a couple months we'll be seeing, you know, that they broke up. You know, she took all this money and yada, yada, yada. So We just truly never know. But it seems to be a pattern going on with these relationships, and the main thing seems to be is deception. Like everything isn't as it appears to be, even if you can make sense in your head. Is not that. So the people that believe that Druski and Ruby were actually a couple, he got us. For the people that didn't believe, good for you. You're probably someone that's definitely been on the internet a long time, or you just like you have a high alert for conspiracies or bullshit. So you're just quick to say everything is fake. And honestly, in this day and age, I don't really think that's a bad idea, honestly, because I mean, things that you think is so genuine and so real, it don't be that. And this is all just to promote them as a couple, right? Because I'm really trying to think, how does this help Druski in the long run? I get how it helps Ruby Rose because now more people see her. Druski hasn't been, out there with anybody in the public eye. This was the first girl. So I think that's why for him, it kind of looks a little crazy. Ruby Rose already has a standard of, being around the industry as just being that girl, We've seen Ruby Rose with other dudes. Like when she went to fly to hang out with Lil TJ in New York, and then she got mad that Lil TJ wouldn't fly her back out, but like she's talking about how she riches and all this other stuff, so it's like, I don't know, you can't really, whatever, that's besides the point. Pretty much what I was trying to say is Ruby Rose is known to be seen out with a lot of men just in general, and I don't want to say like a lot of men, like it's 50 or 100, but it's like, when you see Ruby Rose, like you can, what I saw him with, and then what, like you can kind of put it together. You don't have that with Druski. Now, the only issue I had that with Druski when it comes to that is the next girl that you bring in the public eye. I don't know how serious people are gonna be able to take this relationship. Now, like I said, I think it is corny that Ruby Rose kind of outed the situation, or whatever. Especially if you paid your money. Like, what was the point of paying if you're just gonna expose it? You know what I mean? But that's something you're just gonna have to deal with. You know what I mean? It's something you have to be very aware of. That if you decide to, pop out with another girl, this is what people are gonna think about you. So now I gotta ask a question for you too, Druski. Like, was it worth it? I really gotta know. Knowing everything that you know now, convince people that you guys actually had a relationship. It wasn't a publicity stunt. Y'all really loved each other. Buying the gifts, posting online, her getting some of the clout off of you. What was the I Druski, talk to me, man. You gotta let me know what's going through your head. Because I personally don't know, okay? Now, granted, Ruby Rose, that's a nice little thing, if you know what I mean, right? So it makes sense. But what's the point of being with somebody if they don't actually want to be with you? You just gotta pay for the affection and the love. Like I always say this, I don't want the girl that I want. I want the girl who wants me. Because I can love somebody who truly wants me. Somebody that I personally might want, it might not be the best for me, I've had a past knowing how to pick them, I'm not gonna put it all on them. But it's all, when the relationship is all about meshing. If you know the type of person you are and you know the type of person you're dealing with, you should already kind of be able to tell like the happy medium where you guys will be able to get along and where it might be a problem. Now you can work through those flaws, but you first have to acknowledge that they are flaws and they aren't necessarily deal breakers, right? But for Druski, you got to get it together, my boy. I don't know. I don't really got much to say, honestly, anymore about this. Like, it's just the world we live in now. You know what I mean? You can't really believe everything that you see. Everybody's trying to, pull the wool over your eyes. Trying to, like, I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube, but if somebody trying to convince you that they rank like they on your head, but it's actually water. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Like you can't just keep tricking me like that. And now I'm gonna be super skeptical of all these relationships y'all got going on. I might just start hating first, and then after like I don't know, like 5-10 years when I don't care about it anymore, and I forget that I was hating on y'all, I'll be like, man, look at them, such a happy couple. But sure, with my luck, they probably gonna break up right after I said that, man. I'm saying it's a crazy world out here. Y'all be safe. But this has been another episode of the We Here Now podcast. If this is your first time tuning into the podcast, if your boy can get a like, comment, and subscribe, I greatly appreciate, you know what I mean? I'm back on my consistent. I will address the elephant in the room. Yes, I did take a little break, but I'm telling you, I've been on hard. My birthday passed, all type of stuff. So I don't like to make excuses, but trust me, I won't leave y'all without content that long again. I'm back on my, you know. But I appreciate y'all. If y'all still here, I know y'all still here because I love when I do my little intro. I do because my intro a little bit, or my little outro, but outro be a little. All right, that ain't the play. But if your boy can get a like, a comment, subscribe, and for some of the real fans that know, we still got the trifecta challenge going on. You give me with a like, a comment, and subscribe. If you really cut like that, and go ahead and post it, you know, I'll give you some love on my IG, you know, whatever the case may be. Shout you out as being a loyal fan. But if not, a like or a comment or a subscribe or a tell a friend, all that will help and be conducive to what I'm actually trying to do. So if I do apologize. That'll be conducive to what I'm trying to do. Yeah, sorry, that phone call threw me off a little bit. Very unprofessional. I apologize for that. I should have been on DND, which means do not disturb, so I can just talk to my people and get it how we get it. You know the fall coming. What they say? Yeah. We out of here. Shoo!